Good morning, teacher and everyone. I'm glad to see you. Today, we would like to talk about introvert are great leader. Before anything else, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Yathida Lukden, and the other co-visitor have Thanapol Jomilai Kasem, Nathanon Junkaew, and Phimsiri Pahulo. Now, let's get back to the topic. Why an introvert are great leader? Everyone in this class, before I start, can I ask a little question to you? Can I ask you, Nantita? Do you know if you are introvert or extrovert? Can you tell me, please? Are you sure? Okay, thank you, Nantita. And what do you think about personality of the leader? Can I ask Nur Fatiha?
I thought the leadership trait are self-confidence and confidence.
Absolutely, that is a good point. So anyway, everyone, you don't worry about. Today we will talk about it, and let's begin with the background. Nowadays, the most people still seem to believe an extrovert are better leader than introvert. It is normally for everyone think about the best leader are charismatic and inspiring. However, many well-regarded leaders are introvert persons, such as Mark Zuckerberg, Abraham Lincoln, and Albert Einstein. Everyone, do you know them, right? I thought everyone know them well. So, it does show you an introvert can be great leader as well. Now, I would like to invite Phimsiri to take over and present the next section.
Thank you, Yathida. Okay, what is an introvert? Introvert is a type of personality characteristic of a person. According to the Big Five, personality is defined as the personality of a person who likes to live in the private world. Live with your own inner emotion, thoughts, and feeling more than with people and the outside world. Okay, personality of an introvert person. 1. Feel comfortable being alone. 2. Feel tired after being in a crowd. 3. Need quiet to concentrate. And 4. Have few friendship, but are very close with this friend. Okay, I will you pass by over to Mr. Nathanon.
Thank you, Phimsiri. Okay, the lesson why introvert are great leader is the first one. Introverted leaders are often outstanding at listening, empathizing, and making an effort to understanding from other people. The second one, introvert have a high focus on goal challenge and a way take longer than usual and a way think carefully before presenting an idea or conclusion to the team. And the last one, introvert leader encourage people in the team to shining in the shining and their way take longer than their way take their way takes their way takes to empower team or member and opportunity to shine. Now I will pass to Thanapol.
Thanks, Nathanon. So now let's begin with the summary. For summary, the great leader of the introvert can be the great listener to somehow. They also have the high focus on the text, the goal-oriented challenge. They also have the power to see the potential of the other. And they also have empowered the team, showing up the team, and somehow they make them shine when they have the presentation. Next is the conclusion. In conclusion, the introvert personality type can be effective and be very suitable for being a great leader. However, they need to have the confidence in themselves, for then they can gain the strength to have this power and develop it to become even stronger. And that's it for our group presentation. If you have anything to ask, please ask me directly. Anyone would like to ask a question? If you don't have, we would like to end our presentation here. Thank you.
Are you ready, you guys?
Yes, we're ready.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming. But before we're gonna start, we're gonna talk about feminism movement in Thailand. But let me introduce our group first. Piranya Kukiat Bawankun, Titawan Mongkun, and the last one, my name is Pustasi Sopun. This is the table of content. The first one is what is the feminist? 2. Being women in Thailand. 3. Patriarchy shall perish, equality shall prosper. 4. Summary. 5. Conclusion. Before we gonna talk this topic, I have some question for you guys. What is the feminism in your understanding?
Is women rights?
Yes, exactly. Feminism is the belief that women deserve like equal social, economic, political rights and freedoms. Feminism has focused on issues like the right to vote, reproductive, sexual freedom, and equal pay. Feminism has also like explored racism, gender norms, self-expression, and much more. Do you guys know in recent years, challenges caused by social and political unrest or conflicts over natural resources and the environment have had impact on the lives and livelihoods of Thai women? These challenges have disproportionately affected women and created new forms of pressure or difficulties in achieving gender equality. Especially for those women who do not have decision-making power or access to resources and political policy-making. To rise and meet these challenges, women and women's organizations need to take action to protect their rights. Let's move on to the next one. What is the next one, Piranya?
Thank you, Pusta. Being women in Thailand, Thailand political landscape has seen challenging action in gender equality and women's rights, despite having its first female Prime Minister, Yingluck Shinawatra, who was cut short by military coup in 2014. This crime military language and attitude, such as calling her a split bee, highlight the hurt of women faced in the hurt of women in political leadership, representation of women in subsequent cabinet and parliament, particularly under the government of Prayut Chan-o-cha, has been limited, indicating persistent gender disparity in political power. The economic progress made by women in 1990 and stagnant and visualized inadequate. Maternity leave reflect ongoing challenge in achieving work-life balance for women. The stark patriarchy is evident in crime statistics with a significant number of sexual offenders and their victims being women. Including teenage school students, the call for the end of patriarchy and the promotion of equality is emphasized, acknowledging the need for societal change. Next, please. Patriarchy shall perish and equality shall prosper. In 2019, public pressure led to an election, but the dissolution of the opposition Future Forward Party showcased political maneuvering to maintain the status quo by incorporating gender issues, later creating politics and creating safe space. They stand to the campaign for freedom, justice, and equality. In a sense, while Thailand grappled with deeply rooted patriarchal structure, the voice and action of various marginalized groups, including women and the LGBTQ community, have become catalysts for change, pushing for a more inclusive and equitable society. Let's move to Chitawan.
Thank you, Dana. Let's talk to summarize first. Fed up with Thai patriarchy, group of Thai women and feminists from all walks of life united in struggle the political establishment led by Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, joined other pro-democracy groups in calling for monarchy reform. Next, second. The women's and feminist group in Thailand held non-violent resistance by contributing to a more inclusive movement through adding gender issues, reinterpreting politics, and creating safe space for participants. And third, challenge include how to get their message across to wider sector in Thai society, including some among in the pro-democracy protesters themselves. Their demand have yet to be fully achieved as the current government has made only limited concession. And move on to conclusion. From what has been presented, those of us who study through this story have a greater understanding of feminism. We are the same opinion that all women deserve equal opportunity and freedom, whether socially, economically, and politically. We want to encourage legal support for women about the right to have an abortion, free sanitary pads, and ending sexual harassment. We want everyone regardless of gender, and we hope everyone who listen to this story have more understanding, acceptance, and support for this because it is an important thing in society. If you have any question, please feel free to ask.
We have no questions. Thank you very much. Everything is clear.
Okay,
All right.
let's complete our presentation.
Good morning, everyone. I am Lisa Songkyal from Group 3. Our group have Montisha Sapapan, Chanati Pongbuddha. Today we will present about the sex worker in Thailand. we have the 5 topic to share with you guys today. The first topic is about the history. It will talk by Monsicha Sapapan. The next is why should prostitution be legal and appropriate rights for sex workers? It will talk by me. And the lastly is summary and conclusion. It will talk by Shanatip. Then we should start the first topic. I will pass over it to Monsicha.
Thank you, Bunisa. The history. Thailand is a country well known Thailand is a well known and sex prostitution country, but that are unaccepted and illegal. About timeline. The origin of prostitution in Thailand may be tracked back in Ayutthaya. Women and slaves. It began with people being enslaved in the house of the government and redistribution and taxes as well. Next is Ratanakosin, abolition of slavery. The King Rama fight abolished. King Rama fight abolished the slave and the women who were is educated at all. They cannot live and their life. Okay, next is World War II. Captive enslavement and rape. Captive enslavement and rape is due to attribution military based in Thailand. Captives were taken as slaves and raped inhumanly. Next is nowadays offensive and illegal. After World War II, from being held captive to becoming a service. Instead, it became widespread in the service of prostitution. Moreover, this prostitution disgusted people in society and it also illegal. Now I will pass you over to Bunisa.
Thank you, Monsicha. From this point, you can see the picture. You can see my topic is about why should prostitution be legal. Although Thailand is well known as a country of sex and prostitution, but these matters are rejected by Thai society and illegal as well. Anyway, I dedicate to it. I think they have the necessary reason to do this job and they should have the same rights and protections as any other profession. Let me present this to you to prepare for the legalization of prostitution. The first one is a lot of prostitutes in Thailand. Thailand has an estimated 200,000 to 300,000 sex workers here. And it's very ridiculous that when the cops go to this establishment, they say there are no prostitutes here. That's a very fun joke that I ever heard. Next one is HIV infections. An estimated 16,000 sex workers in Thailand are living with HIV and other sexual transmitted diseases. And the last reason is sexual violence. About 43% of Thai sex workers are reported that they ever sexually assaulted. Next slide, please. Okay, I will continue with the appropriate rights for sex worker. Being a sex worker is not easy, it's very challenging because they have to expose to the dangerous things that can be the cause of death, such as the violence, sexual transmitted diseases or STD. poverty and the crimes. Next, please. Okay, this is why I want to insist the appropriate rights for them. The first one is who requires to enroll this occupation must be 20 years old of age only. Next is professions, establishment and groups should be registered legally. Next is there should be taxation taxation for using the benefits of health examination or an STDs. And the last one is the laws against violence and physical abuse of prostitution. Okay, I already finished my topic, so I want to leave my perform to Shanatik.
Thank you, Polisa. I will tell about summary and conclusions. Let's go to the summary. The first is history. The beginning was slave, abolition of slavery, prisoner of war, and prostitutes respectively. Second, why should prostitution be legal? Because there are more than 300,000 prostitutes in Thailand. Almost 30% have HIV infection, and they report sexual violence that occurs every day. Next. Third, appropriate right for sex workers. Everyone who needs to be this must be 20 years old only. Every process must be registered lawfully. They should have taxation for healthcare, and they should be law about sexual assault. Next. The last presentation is conclusion. As we will know, Thailand is the country of sex and prostitution. Nevertheless, the government and society reject that assistance. However, the problems are induced by the government poor management of the country. So, the economy is reduced. As a result, some poor people have to turn to this profession. It shows the inability of the government Finally, we want to be another voice in demanding the rights of prostitutes so that they can have a good quality of life. Like other professions, because prostitutes are human too. Thank you for your attention. Do you have any question?
I have a question.
Okay.
What did you do if you were in this community?
If I were in this community, I will insist for their rights that can be raises their quality of their life. Just like that, I said that for the first one that I want to do is taxation for using the benefits of health examination to keep them healthy. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Rafalia Madao, and this is Richie the Sandy, and this is Simon. Today we would like to talk about homeless people in Songkhla. Content: 1. Background. 2. Reason for becoming homeless. 3. 8. Proportion for the way for helping homeless people. 5. Summary, and the last one, conclusion. Let's start the first topic, background. Homeless people is a person who is homeless and doesn't have sufficient income to survive. Including people are in difficult situation and cannot rely on other people. Nowadays, few social problems are as visible as the price homeless. Once almost invisible and easily ignored. Homeless people are now a common sight in city and even some rural areas. Especially Songkhla province is in the top 7 country with the most homeless people. Let's move to the next topic. Reason for becoming homeless. 1. Unemployment. For example, exonerate. When a prisoner has been released from prison but society doesn't accept them, they have no job or income. Cursing, they must come out to live in public. 2. Alcohol addiction, due to being an alcoholic for a long time. The family could not accept and it must come outside. 3. Job loss. Since they came to in other province and were steadily fired from their jobs, they become homeless because there is no income to rent a house. 4. Substance abuse. Excessive drug use occurs, causing substance abuse, causing drug use occurs. Excessive drug use occurs, causing family member to become afraid and unable to live with them. So that was the reason they were kicked out from the house. And the last one, domestic violence. There was violence within the family to the point where it was impossible to continue living. So had to go outside and become homeless. Let's move to Richie.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rehan. So this dashboard about age proportion of homeless in Songkhla. You will see the middle age. The middle age is the most we found in the group age of this. And the next one is working age. It was found at 22%, and the last old age it was found at 11. Next, please. So next is gender proportion of homeless in Songkhla. So absolutely the most is men. Yep. Second is women. Okay, I have 4 suggestions to recommend you to help them, the homeless people. Number 1, you can support the non-profit organization. Number 2, you can invite them to join the event of community. Number 3, donate some money, food, and more items. But I not recommend you to donate them money. You know, like when they get money, they bring it to buy alcohol or drugs or something like that. So next, educate others for homelessness. Like you give them knowledge how they became homeless and how to help them. So my part is already finished. Next to sign up.
So in summary, homeless people are people who have become homeless, people who don't have homes to stay in, people who have gone through unfortunate events or have made mistakes in their lives that they cannot go back to. As we saw, most people go homeless in around their middle age, and they're mostly male. And as we all know, there are many ways that we can help homeless people. But for us university students, we already have our own problems, and we are not fully prepared to help these homeless people. But we still can. And the easiest way for us is we can walk up to them, we can give them a bit of money, we can give them some food, or we can give them, some extra clothes. In conclusion, this information educates us on how people have become homeless and how we can help them in any way possible. It makes us understand more about homeless people and makes us understand that this could happen to us too if we're not careful on what we do with our lives. So if we can, we should try to help these people in any way possible, even if it's the smallest things that we can do. I'm sure it makes a big difference for them. It's sad to see that some people don't have a place that they can call home or have a place to go back to where their family members are waiting for them. So I'm sure that our world will be in a nicer place if there are no homeless people in this world. Thank you very much.
All right.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our presentation. Let me introduce our group members. Start with Ms. Nurani Paulsen, Ms. Jiraka Itzi, and my name is Runapa Sihakam. Today, we would like to talk about suicidal accidents in Thailand. Our presentation will be divided into 3 parts. The first part is the introduction, consists of what is the suicide. The second part is the body, consists of causes of suicide, effects of suicide, and suicide prevention. And the third part is summary and conclusion. I would like to begin by what is the suicide. Suicide is a deliberate act of self-death caused by mental disorder such as depression and bipolar disorder. And some suicides are impulsive acts due to stress, relationship problems, or threats and bullying. People who have tried to commit suicide, it mostly occurred in children and teenagers aged 10 to 20 years. Let me move on to causes of suicide. Suicide occurs for many reasons, but the biggest reason why people commit suicide is depression. People with depression experience intense boredom with almost everything in their life. Very intense sadness can lead them thinking that they are wrong, worthless, and wanting to die. That is therefore like a short-term solution to the problem, not having to face to the problem further. And people thinking about committing suicide often don't see a solution to their dark and hopeless life problems, even though that is not the case. And here are some examples of factors that cause depression. Family problems. Parents expect too much from their children, and it makes them feel stress and pressure on themselves all the time. Next, school environment problems. School bullying is a negative act that aims to harm those who are weaker, and the violence that occurred, it has a serious impact on children who are victims, causing the victim to commit suicide. Next factor will be discussed by Jirapa.
Thank you, Napa. Final problem. Teenagers have to go out to meet new societies, want to be accepted. They will use and want to use expensive things. You won't have to look good. So when you don't get what you want, you will feel stress and affect. Next, cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is most of it is on hate, like I hate you, and intentionality. Bullying in embarrassment on the victim on internet. In the internet, publishing as like slander or blackmail. Next, effect of suicide. Effect of suicide on yourself, make sure you will die. If you don't die, you will have two things in yourself. Number one, you will physical injury, and number two, disability. Next, physical on your family. Make sure family you will sad because you committed suicide, and then maybe make someone in your family will be commit suicide like you, and that's not good for you and your family. Next, example of suicide of teenager in Thailand. Number one, a young girl 14 years from Buriram, she committed suicide because her friend at school bullied her about the parent acceptable and speak up. And number two, a young girl too, she was tricked into buying phone on Facebook, but this get phone after that, so she was afraid of blame at home, and then she decided to commit suicide. Let's move to Nora Agni.
Thank you, Jarapa. Okay, let's now turn to prevention and problem solving. First, no matter what problems you encounter, you must always love and encourage yourself. Second, when stress occurs, try to process your feelings as much as possible without letting them linger for too long. Third, learn to forgive yourself and take yourself out to find happiness. And fourth, if you start feel like you cannot control your feeling anymore, please see a psychiatrist to receive advice on taking care on your mental health immediately. Okay, let me summarize what we have to look at. Cause depression is the main cause of suicide, caused by many factors that cause stress, accumulation, and suicide in the end. Effect. Suicide will cause us to miss opportunities to do things we love, and it also brings about sadness for family member. Prevention. Suicide can be prevented by loving yourself, appreciating yourself, and receiving the encouragement of those around you. Okay, to conclude, I would like to leave you with the following thought. I think family, friends, or the environment around us are very important, because if we put ourselves into any kind of society, we also will be that kind of person. So right now, anyone who is suffering from depression or is experiencing serious problems to the point of thinking about committing suicide, you need to open up to a counselor, to family, friends, or someone you trust. Or we cannot keep our stress ourselves. It must be drained away. You are not alone, so you need to love yourself a lot. There are still people who love you. Do you have any questions?
No question.
Good morning, everyone. Today we would like to give a talk about bullying in school. Before we start, let us introduce ourselves first. Mr. Sephapong Kerphet. Next, Ms. Natasha Panthawon. And me, my name is Natita Changnasipet. So, first of all, let me show you the index. My presentation have 3 parts. First, this is introduction. I will explain you what is bullying in school, and next body it consists of type of bullying in school, effect, control of bullying in school, and summary. And the last part is conclusion. Let's start with my first part. What is bullying in school? Even though we know bullying in school is, even though we are aware that bullying is very harmful and should not happen to anyone, but it still happens today. that is terrible. Bullying happens even in school. Bullying in school is an unwanted or aggressive behavior among school agents that's about a power imbalance. The behavior repeated or has the potential to be repeated over time. Both kids who are bullied and who bully others may have serious and lasting problems. And this is type of bullying in school. We have 5 types to show you, and of course, this is very terrible, so it should not be strictly followed. Let's start at the first type, physical. Physical bullying is an unwanted physical contact between the bully and the victim. Conclude fighting, kicking, hair pulling, or stalking. Second, emotional. Emotional bullying is any form of bullying that causes damage to the victim. Emotional well-being includes ignoring people or provoking others. Third, verbal. Verbal bullying is a slanderous statement or accusation that causes the victim emotional distress, include foul language, taunting, or teasing. Next. Fourth, cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the use of technology to harass, embarrass, or target others, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, or any platform, to comment with profanity or post some information to target or insult others. And the last one is sexual. Sexual bullying is sexual comment or physical contact that make the victim feel scared or uncomfortable. Okay, I believe in this room, someone may have this situation, so this is very bad. I repeat, all of behavior is very terrible, so we should not do it to others. Okay, let's move to the next topic. I'm going to pass the microphone to the next speaker, Natasha.
Thank you, Lenita. And now we are moving to a new topic in effect. As a result of bullying, victims may feel depressed and anxious, stressed, angry, and out of control, and may experience significant drop in school performance. Delayed cases such as commit suicide. They tend to feel lonely and have difficulty adjusting performance to school. And anxiety, depression, and psychosomatic is common among victims. Alcohol and substance abuse are at risk for developing at school. Example case in Thai school. Case 1. A man material stole his water gun and shot his classmate in the head in front of classroom. He approached his classmate, who sitting and taking off his shoes. After that, teacher arrested him. The lesson for this is about anger as being teased about being paid. But teacher claimed that a boy is addicted to violent games. And case 2. The reporter informed us about why was victim of bullying like farewell lister. Before he ending his life. A boy never told his grandfather about any problem. This made grandfather have no idea about what happened to nephew. Until the day of incident, he found the body and saw the letter as in the hand of body. He saw it and he read it. Cause of death because he was bullied at school by his friend. And then we would like
like to express our sincere apology for the incident and to families who have lost loved ones as well. Now, let's move Mr. Senpong.
Thank you so much, Natasha. Okay, guys, let's move to control of bullying school. Education, the education of students, teachers, and parents as to what constitutes bullying may help people to understand the harmful nature of bullying. Next, security technology. School may should opt to install or see the video camera to monitor behavior. Next slide. Can the school may assist in reducing incident of bullying as the guide get to know the student and who may then be able to predict and prevent issue before. Teacher response. Teacher have legal obligation to prevent their student from harm. Next. Moving such as moving home, moving school, moving and this for meet a new friend, new book, new society, and help restore the mind in their lives. Suppression and exclusion is for who like bully so much. If they continue to teach others or create bullying problem, measures should be taken for them. And so we look at the summary. I would like to summarize bullying in school. There are 5 types of bullying in school. Although the violence is different, but all violence can have depressing effect that may lead to suicide. And it is necessary to have preventive measures and way to solve the problem seriously to the utmost. And finally, I would like to conclude this point by saying, after we studied and presented story about bullying in school, we hope everyone will realize how bad it is and we don't support any form of bullying. And spend your life for acquiring knowledge in school without causing pain to others. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any question, I would be happy to answer you.
Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to present about the list of Scottish people. But before discussing the content today, we will introduce ourselves first.
Hello, my name is Natakorn Sujitapan.
Hello, my name is Dapipan Sinthopan.
And me, Anwar Sail. Alright, this is content, history of Scotland, religion and belief traditions in Scotland, the vision, summary, and the last one, conclusion. Okay guys, in order to save time, I would like to give you some background information about Scotland. I know everyone in this classroom probably knows Scotland, right? Yes. Okay, I will tell you more this country. Scotland is a more diverse country, especially belief. Scotland is a part of the United Kingdom. It covers the northern third of Great Britain. It shares a border with England to the south. The rest is surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean. In addition to the mainland, Scotland also has over 790 islands, and the capital of Scotland is Edinburgh. In the next section, please. Alright, this section I will discuss about the inscription. Alright, this is committed to social cohesion, justice, and equality. The first, social cohesion, refers to the strength of relationships and the sense of solidarity among members of a community. The second, justice. Justice tries to influence the debate, not to control it. It can look critically at an issue and make suggestions. And the last one, equality. Equality is about ensuring and promoting fair treatment for all, regardless of any characteristic. Yeah? This is exemplified by the inscription on the Scottish Medicine in the Scottish Parliament. All right, in the last section, please. Yeah, this is section I will discuss about the religious nature of Scotism. Some of beliefs of Scottish people will be of a religious nature, while others will be more philosophical, but the religious nature of Stoicism is also popular. The Stoic God is an all-powerful, immanent, active force in the cosmos, and is equivalent and too often called nature. So, there are also people who believe having no organized affiliation can be often called nature. Okay. Alright, I have finished the first part. So, I will pass you over to Natapon. Let her discuss the other topics. Please come.
Thank you, Anwar. So, first of all, I would like to talk about religion and belief relations in Scotland. Religious and non-religious philosophical beliefs are often cited by individuals and organizations as providing the inspiration for their desire to act for the common good. But the same belief can also be misused to build barriers between people and community, foster discrimination, inequality, and conflict lead to fragmented communities. Next. History has shown that in times of crisis, such as economic difficulty, national thought can all too easily to lose to those who battle prejudice and discrimination, creating scapegoats within community with greater opportunity for civic engagement. Next. Since the re-establishment of Scottish Parliament in 1999, there has been a renewed sense of Scottish identity. Let's to the vision. The vision that informs this good practice guide is one of a society in which government and people recognize and appreciate that. Next. 1. We share common humanity and concern for the future of Scotland beyond our differences. 2. Belief are important elements of a person's identity. 3. All other people living in Scotland have the right to their own beliefs and values. 4. People have the right to speak from their value base when contributing to civic life. 5. Different religious and non-religious beliefs are to be respected as part of the diversity of society. 7. All the inhabitants in Scotland are interconnected in a way that makes them interdependent. And 7. There is a need to listen to one another for the sake of the common good. Okay, we turn to the summary.
P. Pan will tell you.
Okay, thank you, Antaporn. Okay, to summarize, I will reinforce my main point again. Alright, on the Scottish myths are the words compassion, freedom, justice, and integrity that will improve the moral education of children and young people, supporting them in developing and reflecting their our value and aesthetic in counteracting and prejudice and intolerance. Compassion, wisdom, justice, and integrity are the values which underpins the theology and are foundation for recognizing and developing good relations. Next slide, please. Okay, that's all I want to say about last section is conclusion. So everyone have different belief, which isn't wrong, but it can be a conflict catching issue. It's important to by way of communicating openly, respectfully, and constructively with one another to avoid of polarization of opinion. The disenfranchisement of individuals and global view their place in society is valued or respected. If they can do as mentioned above, it can be avoid conflict that may occur. Okay, if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay, if you don't have any question, that brings me to the end of presentation. Thank you for attention.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jirapon Jindawong. This is my friend Falguni Pengchan and Farida Dolo. Today we are going to tell you about how to avoid procrastination. Let's start with my own presentation. This is table of contents. The first is introduction. The second is what is procrastination. The third is why do I procrastination so much. The fourth is tip to avoid procrastination. The fifth is summaries, and the last one is conclusion. Introduction. Why procrastination affects about a quarter of the general population. It impacts half of all students. A 1997 study on student health found that students who procrastinate report lower stress and less illness. Less illness than peer early in the semester, as long as the deadline remains remote. Procrastinating students were better off. Now we are moving to the news topic. What is procrastination? Procrastination is the habit of avoiding. Procrastination is the habit of avoiding affect tasks despite negative consequences. When people procrastinate, they offer delay priority and instead focus on less important, more enjoyable, simple tasks instead. Contrary to popular belief, procrastination is more than just laziness and poor time management. When it comes to procrastination, telling someone to just do it doesn't work. It would be like telling someone with clinical depression to cheer up. So you can stop feeling bad about tendency. So you can stop feeling bad about tendency to work and overcome. The next topic will be spoken by Quality.
Thank you, Jayapon. Moving on now to why do I procrastinate so much? Low self-esteem. Low self-esteem actually suggests there will be symptoms of thinking too much. Waiting until the last minute. Procrastination is when you to do something, but you deliberately wait until the last minute to do it. Trouble focusing, mental and physical health problems, stress, and a loss of sleep, or an inadequate diet. Next, decision fatigue. Decision fatigue, the idea that after making many decisions, your ability to make small visiting challenge, you can avoid change, but you can work through its planning for resistance. Next, the next topic, tips to avoid procrastinations. 1. Pick a good study locations. Finding the best place to study can really enhance your ability to concentrate. 2. Eliminate distractions. You need to eliminate distractions such as turning off or silencing your phone. 3. Set goal you can reach. Effective goal settings include having goals that are worthwhile and and achievation. The next topic, Farida.
Number 4, work with study group. When you work in group, you have new ways to interact with the study material. You learn more from other people to stay motivated. You learn more from other people's perspective and you are held accountable to get things done. And 5, reward yourself. Every time you accomplish a goal, treat yourself like getting ice cream, going for a run, or taking a nap. It is simple to stay motivated and complete your assigned tasks when you have something to look forward to. Next point is summary. To sum up, procrastination is a habit of avoiding urgent work despite negative consequences. This problem is caused by many reasons such as waiting until the last minute, trouble focusing, or low self-esteem, etc. If you find yourself constantly procrastinating and then regretting, you may be stuck in a negative cycle. It is important to know how to avoid procrastination. And finally, conclusion. To conclude, there are many ways that we can apply to avoid procrastination. For instance, pick a good study location, eliminate distraction, reward yourself, etc. Thus, we strongly suggest you to apply these tips to prevent yourself from repeating the same behavior and causing negative consequences. Do you have any questions?